Hey Scorpio, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, January 15th to Monday, January 22nd, 2018. Now, what is going on this week, Scorpio, is that we've got a new moon in Capricorn happening on Tuesday, all right? And this new moon for you, Scorpio, is going to be right here in your third house of talk and of communication and of people around town. Third house also rules your immediate environment in some way, just the people that are right around you physically. Okay, and I think what's happening here is that there's some new beginning this week coming in the way that you communicate with people in some way, or in the way in what your immediate environment looks like. Okay, some kind of new way of interacting with people, relating to people, and working with others that are close by to you. Okay, I think that is what is going on. I think what's been happening for you the past few weeks and recently, especially with Pluto here in your third house, is that you've been trying to change the way that you communicate with people or communicate in general. Maybe you've been trying to change the way as well of the people that you work with and of how you work with these people and of just how you relate to others nearby coming in. I think you've been trying to change the way that you communicate and work with others so that you can do where Jupiter is right here in your first house, so that you can be more authentically yourself, so that you can do more of what it is that you really want, communicate about more of what it is that you really want as well, with Pluto here making a sextile to Jupiter in your first house, okay? And I think what the new moon here is going to say is, now that you've been trying to work out some changes in your life, to communicate about your life differently and to have different people or things around you in some way so that you can really let yourself shine here, I think this week is going to be the week at the new moon that you're going to start to live some of these changes in your immediate environment. You're going to be able to perhaps move forward communicating about your life and about you and who you are in, I think, better and different ways, all right? So I think that's what's going on for you. I think as you're trying to communicate better about your life and about you and about the things that are important to you in some way, there could be some unexpected things that come up right here where Uranus is in Aries. And that for you is going to be your sixth house of your job and of your daily routines, because we do have the sun here in a square with Uranus in your sixth house. So as you're communicating a lot about yourself and about who you are and about what's important for you, I think in a newer, better, and more powerful kind of way, there could be some unexpected things that come up on your job, at work, on what you do on the day-to-day that you're then going to need to integrate into the way that you communicate. You're going to need to learn perhaps how to communicate at a new job that it is that you may have, communicate in new and better and different ways about a job that's going on. You may also need to learn how to communicate better on the day-to-day. If it's not a job, if you aren't concerned about your job, maybe it's just how you can communicate better with people at work or with the people around you that you normally work with to make things happen, okay? So I think that could be what's coming in. What could also be happening with the Uranus thing is that you yourself could be breaking free from an old job to have a job that you really want, could be breaking free from an old set of daily routines too, and you needing to learn how to communicate with other people about some change or about some unexpected thing that you want to do at your job and on the day-to-day in order to feel more authentically yourself too happening, all right? But if you can really commit here to communicating about yourself in new and different ways here on the day-to-day or at or about a job, I think there are lots of good things that can happen for you, okay? That's because we do have Chiron here this week, while the sun is making a square to Uranus, also making here a sextile to the sun, all right? And Chiron for you is going to be in your fifth house of happiness, also of passion projects, kids, and romantic relationships. So I think any new way that you can make to communicate about who you are at your job, about your job, or on the day-to-day is ultimately going to make you happier, is ultimately going to open up doors for you to do something that you enjoy, to do something that you really like, to find more of the passion in your life in some way. It may also help you to work better with kids if you're trying to organize a kid's schedule, or how you manage kids could be a thing that could come in here. And it could also help you as well to maybe work on some passion projects that you have, or to really cultivate a romantic relationship, okay? So I think that's what's coming in, but you first are needing to communicate about a job and not be afraid to say what needs to be said, or to change the way that you communicate about some things that are important to you, all right? Being a good thing. Now after, and that all is going to happen the beginning of the week on Monday and Tuesday. Now after you're feeling like, you know what, I'm doing this thing here, I'm starting to be happier, I'm starting to communicate in a way that is better for me and open up some new doors, I think on Wednesday there could be some uncomfortable feelings that come in, and those uncomfortable feelings for you are going to be right here where Mars is in your first house, and where Chiron is in your fifth, with Mars making a trine to Chiron. So as you're feeling better, as you communicate about your job and about your daily routines, and as you start to get your life in better order, I think there could be some uncomfortable feelings that it's going to be hard for you to be happy doing something that's important to you. I think you're feeling like, you know what, I'm making progress, I'm being happier, but maybe you're worried, oh, something's gonna fall through. This isn't gonna work out, you know, I don't have what it takes to be happy. Things are never gonna work, you know, I can't work with kids or romantic relationships. I think that could come up during the middle of the week on Wednesday. I think the message here though is to not get caught off course because you feel uncomfortable about things, because you feel like it's going to be hard for you to get happy. Okay, I think you just have to sit with these feelings and to keep moving forward, communicating about yourself in a way that is better. Okay, because I think if you can do that and not get distracted by hard feelings, there's going to be a really big, good opportunity here at the end of the week for you to begin to, I think, get more of the insights that you need, feel more comfortable here and move forward, okay? And that's because at the end of the week, on Saturday, we do have Mercury here in your third house and a sextile with Neptune in your fifth house. Really opening up at the end of the week a chance for you to have a good conversation here about what makes you happy, to feel more comfortable doing something that it is that you enjoy. Perhaps to have a conversation, a good conversation about kids, about romantic relationships, and about something that it is that you want, where you feel like, you know what, I'm understanding my life better, I'm moving forward, doors are opening up coming in here on the weekend. But you're not going to have these good conversations about things that make you happy, about things you enjoy. You're not going to be able to bring more of what it is that you enjoy into your life if you first don't communicate about your job and about your daily routines first, or if you first don't change the way that you communicate in order to put your life in a better spot, okay? But I see a lot of good things happening for you if you can overcome some of your worries and fears as you begin to move forward and create a life that is better for you, okay? Just lots of good things happening if you stay the course. All right, then after you do that, after you communicate about things that are important to you on the day-to-day, about your job, and begin to step into a life that is happier for you and that is better for you, then things are going to change a little bit. And that's because at the end of the week on Saturday, the Sun and Venus right around Saturday are then going to move into Aquarius here, into your fourth house of home and of family. All right, so after all this communication is gone on, and as you're trying to step into something that makes you happy and that you feel better with, towards the end of the week, then comes the time to build on it, to build on these communications that you've had, to build on this change that you've had in the way that you talk in your community and the things and the people that you interact with regularly. Then at the end of the week, I know I keep saying this, comes an opportunity for you to start to feel much better emotionally with what's happening, to ground yourself a little bit and to start to build on something that's important to you. Also gives you a chance here with the fourth house stuff coming in to work better with home and family as well, and to focus on more matters here at home, but needing first, again, to do the communication about your job, even if it is uncomfortable and even if you are uncertain if things are going to work out, in order for you to start to feel better emotionally later on. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Scorpio. Your card for the week is the 10 of Pentacles upright. I'm telling you, I've gotten so many good cards for people this week. I love it. This card here is a card of, I want to say, completion of something, a financial completion, a financial culmination happening here, where you finally feel like, you know what, I've made it. I've made it to where I want to go, to the top. I've now got my life in order financially, and now I can share with everyone else. in the way that I want to share, you know, and now I can offer my gifts to others in a way that I feel more comfortable with, knowing that I've put in the hard work to make sure that my financial needs were taken care of and to make sure that my life is where I want it to be. And I think with this card, what's going on is that this week, there's a lot of good opportunities here for you to feel like you've accomplished something, like you got your life in order, like you have your empire, and are the king of your empire in the way that you want it to be in some way here, and needing to realize you've got that coming for you. You're staying the course, and to allow yourself to step into more powerful chapters, and to not hold yourself back from going into new places and from really letting people know what you've got going on inside you. Okay, so I think this is happening for you this week, and I think it's going to be a really good week, especially with that card, to manifest some big dreams and to move forward on some big things. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.